Hope everybody can hear me. I have to get logged in. I'm sorry. Just got a message, so just was checking it out. How's everybody doing? The hardest part is always for me to get logged in on my own. I don't know why, but I can't ever find it. Can't think. I think I can. No butterflies tonight. Put my butterflies out. I'm gonna read and say hello to everybody. Hey Danielle. Oh, sorry, you guys. See that boobage? How about this? There we go. Hi, brother Jeremy. How are you? Hi, Olivia. Hi, Riv. Bianca, how are you? Hi. Hi, Billy. Hi, Rachel. How are you? First time here. Well, welcome. Hi, Jill. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? Hey, Jen. Hi, Susan. Hi, Sarah. I'm doing pretty good, Jeremy. So, it is my last Wednesday night live of 2020. And I know that everyone is looking forward to kind of putting a close to 2020 and, getting on with the next new year. I feel bad because I was going to, ask you guys, do you guys actually think that, it's just going to end with 2020 and, 2021 is going to come and, everything's going to be, or is that, positive, just thought process and hope? Is that hope? Because I remember this time last year, and I was so hopeful for what 2020 was bringing. I was like, we're out of the 20 teens. Ooh, I could never have guessed what it would go on to be. So, just thought I would ask. Just thought I'd ask. How you guys? You guys see my forehead? It's like all wrinkly and pebbly, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, look at it. You see the mustache? Billy, you see my mustache is coming back? Yeah. So I don't know. I got to do all this self-maintenance and things. Look at my eye. I'm almost going to have a unit. Look how far down the eyebrows are going. Yeah. So I just thought I'd give you guys a real moment so you guys could see the real me. Because, that's what this 2020 has done. These eyebrows are coming in. You remember we used to go and we get the tape and we scream and it'd be like pebbles of blood across. And then they fix your eyebrows up and you come out and you look gorgeous and stuff. And the mustache wasn't thicker than the men's, or we wasn't competing. Like I'm competing with the men. And then I have sideburns coming in and, hair and things. I feel like I'm competing and stuff. So I'll be trying to yeah.
Tell me about you're a man child.
My mom says I'm a man child. So, just so you're aware, she's a girl. I just remember I just had to cover up the cleavage. There's Rebecca. Hey, how are you? Happy birthday to you. Ta-da! Happy birthday to you. Yeah. Happy birthday, Rebecca. Happy birthday to you. How's that? I'm acting crazy. Mom called me a man child, Rebecca. She just said it out loud. Oh. All right, so we're going to get some painting done. Have I been painting? No, I haven't. I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It's just like, I don't know what's wrong. Is that, no, it doesn't flip over. So I don't know what I did, but I did. So, I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Here we go. That was fun, wasn't it? A roller coaster. You guys didn't know I had it in me. Oh, so kicking off with what everyone. Hi, Crystal. Just woke up so you could come and say, hi, how are you? I'm doing good in the neighborhood. Rebecca's 39. She's actually 34. But she's trying to get into the club, and the club's like 40 and over, so she thought if she got closer, that's where all the men with the wallet, the fatter wallet, the wallets are fatter in that club, and so she's upping it a little bit. Tell them about it. Crashly, how are you? I love that. You love, was it the mustache or was it the unibrow? What did you love? Rachel says, hi, Mom. Mom stepped out. There's humming noise. Okay. Anytime there's humming noise, I've determined that's my microphone sitting too close to my TV when I don't turn the TV off. So I do apologize. Let me move. Hi. Can you hear me? Just going to move this. Hopefully it works better now. How's that? The 60s Club. What's that? We don't know what that is. The 60s Club isn't that bad. What? Girl, turn around and what's going on? Melissa Barker says, good evening. Just popping in to say hi. We'll have to catch up on the replay. Hashtag replay. Make sure you guys, if you're not able to stay, you hit the hashtag replay. That was a wrap. I think I'm going to get a record deal in 2021. What do you think? She says, Phil moved in. Takes all my time medically when I'm not at work. Gonna head to bed soon. Hugs. Hi, Viv. Hi, Tia. Vivian here. I just found you. I'm following now. Yes, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be reminded anytime I come back on live or when I upload a video. That would be fun. Crashly singing happy birthday. Everyone's singing happy birthday. It's so beautiful. Suzanne is telling her age. She's in the 60s club. Cynthia says she's in there also. Do the men have fatter wallets in that club, guys? I just need to know for a friend. Okay. I'm just looking and I see, Billy don't have those, so I don't have any way of getting advice from him on that. But I'm sure he can help me with the mustache. I asked to borrow his shaver, his razor once. They have real fat wallets in the 60s club. Uh-oh. We're going to have to join them. Are they tall or are they short? Because, I don't want them to be too short. Cheryl's here. Cheryl says, hello, everyone. So glad I made it. Woo! Hey, Robert. How are you? How is the loom going? Ashley wants to be a backup singer. You sure can. You can. I'm going to need all the help I can get. Robert says, hi, Tia. I'm here now, just to let you know. Aw. Crashly says, only 32 years, and I'll be in that club. Hey, Bella I, how are you? You guys know that she's back up and running. She's trying to get more stuff loaded into her shop. So make sure you guys head over to Etsy to shop Bella Art Day Nicole. And Rib says, hope your day was blessed, Rebecca. Oh, that was beautiful. Cynthia says, hi, everyone. Finally got to watch your live. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you. So what do you guys think? If you guys were able to catch my live, I want to start off right now by saying, my premiere, I want to start off by saying I had recorded that. I was trying to kind of work through a lot of sadness. So I know that you guys know my mom lost her sister, and that was devastating. Within 2 days of that, her other sister, she had a mild stroke, and then her brother-in-law, my uncle, he had a heart attack, and he was in the hospital. And so that was a very sad time. We kind of worked through it. He was able to come home. He's hanging out with his granddaughter. I've showed you guys a few pictures, and he is in bliss. So we were, trying to get through it. If you guys watched my premiere from last year, you know that my father died on Christmas 9 years ago. And I grew up with my dad, extremely spoiled, daddy's little girl and things like that. So some years Christmas is very, very depressing. And some years Christmas is, full of fun, and we're reminiscing and we're having a great time thinking about all of our traditions. And my father was huge on Christmas tradition. My family back home, they are known as the Christmas family. They're that family where, over there on the hill, that's where all the gaudy Christmas is. We drive by their house to look at all of the decorations. That was my family's house. My dad and my grandmother, actually, she had the only house on the street. And so people could come down, almost like a cul-de-sac, and see all of the Christmas. It was beautiful to us, but obviously it could be gawkiness or gaudiness to others. And so it was just a tradition that they kept going time and time again. And so, like I said, some years it's sad, some years it's full of just fun and remembering. This year was turning out to be a good year. We were just remembering, we were having a great time, laughing, joking. And then I got another call. My dad's sister, pretty much my only living direct connection to my dad on my dad's side, she came down with COVID, and her husband is worse than her. He is on a ventilator, and he needs oxygen and stuff. But I don't know what happened, because he's retired. I thought she was going to retire. She hasn't retired. She lived with us, me and my brother, my dad. She lived with us, and said something about her taxes weren't coming out or calculated appropriately for the city or local tax. And so if she worked another year or so, she wouldn't have so much coming out per month. So she continued on to work, even though my uncle had, already retired. And she works at the welfare office in Ohio, and she contracted COVID, and unfortunately, she gave it to him. So he's home, he's retired, he's not up and about as much. So his immune system, I guess, was weaker than hers. And so that's what you guys probably heard me referring to. I talked to Brandy, if you guys know Mystery of Diamonds. She has COVID, and she is, overcoming it, and she's about to test to see if, she is negative and things. And I had Melissa that also had COVID, and just talking with them and what they went through, it's kind of helping me um, at least keep my mind focused, because I was really upset. Like, I just lost an aunt who had COVID, and she was bad. She was on a ventilator, and so I'm like, oh my goodness, COVID is everywhere in my family. Why? But, I'm starting to, I don't watch the news a lot. Maybe that will be something new I do in 2021. And I'm trying to, check out and see, and it looks like it's getting bad COVID wise everywhere. So I'm going to try and have positive thoughts instead of being sad, which is what we've been doing. But sometimes you just reach a point where you're tired of being sad, and you want to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to smile. I want to laugh. I want to chuckle. I miss that. So I will say, oh, thank you, Bella Art. I'm just trying. I'm hoping, everything is positive. I have been contacting my aunt every morning, and I've been contacting her every evening. Now, I will say, my last time speaking with her, I do feel she sounds a little worse. But she says, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Obviously, my other aunt on my mom's side of the family, she didn't even know she had COVID. She thought her allergies were out of control and they were getting worse and things. So right now, I'm just trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay focused. And well wishes, well wishes. So if anybody feels a little bit sick, and if you feel like you're under the weather, if you can, just kind of stay in, see if maybe you can deliver. I know everyone doesn't have that option. I have the option to have things delivered because I live in Las Vegas. And so, being a tourist area, we probably have more of those opportunities than probably, more rural areas. And sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And I understand that also. But in watching the news a little bit more the last couple of days, I'm shocked at, how many more cases are still, climbing and things, as opposed to, the numbers reducing and things of that nature. So that's where I will go with that. But moving over from there, let's see. Oh, Sherry, hi, hon. Thank you for coming in. You're in my heart. Oh, oh. Jeremy saying hi. Bella says she's been super busy and she's working on cleaning trays right now. Saw the live, so jumped in. Definitely come on in and have a ball. Moving on. All right, I'm coming down. I don't want to miss anybody. Robert says, I did not know you went live on Tuesday nights yet. Robert, so here's what we did. I got invited because I don't know what I'm doing, and I bought this planner, a whole bunch of them, like planners and notebooks, journals, like things to set goals and intentions and things. And I bought them with the intention of like organizing my life. And then I got them and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to do. I don't know what to do, what to put in. So I just started putting my stickers in and playing with it. And the funny thing is, I would write in there little stuff, but I didn't know what to put in. So I would start to watch other people's videos and things like that. When I lost my job, I lost the desire to at least put something in. Before that, I was putting things in. One of the things that I didn't think to ever do was to maybe go and put things after they occurred. Because I was always wondering, when I sit down, what am I going to put in here for this week? Okay, what am I going to put in there for next week? But someone last night, which they gave some great tips, I learned a whole lot, and obviously it's more than just playing with stickers and putting them. I was putting them everywhere and things like that. But you can use it as sort of a memory keeper, and you can put things down and jot down ideas that you previously had. And I think until I get the hang of it, until I actually have something to plan or something to organize, that would be so much more fun. That's how I'm going to do it though. So Lori says, and now the new strain of COVID is here, so it's going to be interesting. Well, thank you, Lori. I really appreciate that. I did hear that. Crashly says, this is why I'm determined to learn how to cook at least 10 to 20 main courses in the year 2021. That is a great idea. And I know that Billy, he does some cooking and baking and things like that. So maybe I'll steal one of his recipes. I'll steal one of your recipes. And I will put it in my planner. Cheryl Katz had given me some great information, ideas to do with my mom. Sort of a taste with me where we get recipes from somewhere. She cooks them and I taste test them. My mom is worried that I'm not going to like them. She thinks I'm a very picky eater. I wouldn't know if I'm a picky eater because I always just make what I like. But I guess if someone else is doing the cooking, yeah, I'm probably a picky eater. So we'll see how that goes. Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm trying to get my pen. All right, here we go. So with that said, if you guys will see, I haven't done much painting, and that's why. That's where I was going with that. I didn't want to make it too sad, but that's where I was going with that. I haven't. Cat loves books and crafts. Hey, how are you today? Cynthia says, so glad you're feeling better, Brandy. I'm glad as well. And, oh, Sherry, I was looking at my planner and sticker books, feeling very, very lost. I felt the same way when I got them. When I opened them up, there was like all these empty pages. And so I had, I think it was YouTube. No, it was, I forget where I was at. But after I got it, I went to, I want to say YouTube. And I saw people were putting their stickers down. And they had like these check mark stickers. And they would write things along the check mark. And they had other ones with circles, or they would create the circle themselves, and then they would put like 2 ounces of water or 8 ounces of water, and they would check it off. And I said, well, that's a good idea. I can do that. I can, keep track of how much water I'm having. I'm always saying that I'm going to keep track of how much water I'm drinking. So that was a great idea there. But after that, I did notice I was just having fun playing with stickers. So I have a ton of ideas now. I'm in the book club. Obviously, that's going to be a great idea to kind of put down, ideas about different books I might want to read, or, track some of the things like when I read a book and I'm like, oh my God, no, she didn't. That'd be a good idea to kind of put down. Some other things that I probably am going to do is the projects that I work. Right now, I'm all over the place with my clay projects. I don't have any type of tunnel vision. I'm just whatever. If I pick up a couple of colors, I'm going to make something with that. I don't even know what I'm going to make. I'm just, oh, these are cute. Like right here, I put these aside a few weeks ago. Never did anything with them. So I could at least start to like plan the projects in advance and things like that. I think that would be a good idea. Next, I always say that I have a schedule of diamond paintings. And I initially did have a schedule. It was a mental schedule, like, oh, in February, I'm going to work on this. In March, I think I'm going to do that. And over time, it's easy to kind of bump items off. And, I don't want to do that in March. I'm going to do this. Then when the collabs came, pardon me, when the collabs came, it was very easy to say, I'm just going to do this collab in July, that collab in August, this collab in September, that collab in October. It became very easy to do that. And I quit, mentally scheduling my paintings and things. So I have a whole bunch of paintings that I usually keep behind me. And these were supposed to be the ones that were next up. And then I stored the big bulk of my stash. I stored behind the couch and, closets and things like that. So I think those are other ideas that I could officially schedule the next like 3 to 5. So that's what I'm going to do. uh, also, the other thing that I want to do, and this is huge, especially if it gets safe to be able to go outside again. But one of the other things I want to start dating. I think that's gonna be fun. So I think getting out and going on some dates. I think that'll be really fun, and planning my outfit. Planning. I need help with makeup. I have a couple of people that have volunteered to help me with a couple of things. One, makeup. Two, obviously, I'm gonna need help with the mustache. Definitely gonna need help with the unibrow. Um, I've been trying to show it at the beginning of my live so that you guys are aware. Um, and let's see what else. Uh, then I have to come up with the person that I'm going to try to date. What do you guys think? Just in knowing me and communicating with me, what do you guys think would be an ideal character for me if you had to pick someone like a famous person, star or something that you could see me actually dating? It's gonna be real fun to see what you guys come up with. All right, here we go. I can give you some tips. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming to your makeup Mondays. I definitely will be, because the only thing that I do right now for makeup, I will put on black mascara and I put on chapstick. That's really the only thing that I do. I try to wear like a pressed powder, but I don't know how to wear foundation, blending and stuff. So I look ghostly when when I put it on. But those are the only two things that I do. Hi, Deanne. How are you? Cheryl Cat says, now that we have the Poop 2020 created, we need a bright, fun filled with hope, peace for 20, a new challenge. Yeah. Cat Love Book says, you have a great personality. Dating will be great for you. Now, I haven't dated this is 2020. I'm going to say, don't laugh at me. Cheryl said Obama. Oh my, that's a lot of pressure right there. I gotta be extra good. um, I think last actual, I went on like a date here, a date there where my kids might be gone. Just, someone would ask me out and I would say, okay, why not? And we go out to dinner or something. Probably the last time that occurred has been maybe 8 or 9 years. But like actual date where like I had like a boyfriend and my knee got touched and my elbow was rubbed, that probably would be closer to um, like 13 years ago, maybe 14 years ago. It's been a long time. That's all I can say. It's been a long, 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 long time. um, Diamonds on Kirby says, hi, Tia. Hello. How are you? uh, oh, yes, now you're speaking my language, Sherry. Shamar Moore is so cute. I think he's very cute. Deanne says, I stopped using makeup because of the face mask. Yeah, I don't go a lot of places to have to worry about that, but I'm sure that's going to be on my mind. Hey, Linda, what's up? Hi, honey bunny, how are you? Got my 600 stimulus tag going to buy some diamond paintings. Mine came in earlier also. Hi, Angie. What am I looking for in a man? first, let me tell you, I think I said this before. I have very, very strict standards, and these are important. So if you guys have relatives, friends that help you find the tire guy, the tire guy, Robert. um, so the standards are this: he must have something of his own, like his own teeth, his own hair, things like that. So yeah, very, very strict standards. Other standards that I have are if you ask me out, if you ask me out, I need for you to be able to pay, because if I ask you out, I wouldn't be sitting at the end waiting on you to fumble around and get your wallet. I just, reciprocity. I just reciprocity. So, going to get a new camera too. Woo, girl! I hope you have fun. Hi, Donna Marie. Hola, chica. You need someone that's down to earth and that's crazy. I agree with that. um, so, yeah, because if I ask you out, or well, if you ask me out, and I know you guys have heard this story before, but I'm really serious about that. If you ask me out and at the end you don't have it to pay, I'm probably gonna pay for mine and watch you go back there and wash dishes. I'm just saying. I do need a pepito, someone that can get into trouble, but also someone that's fun. He has a little bit of a bad streak to him, but not so bad that I got. Oh, here I go. I gotta get my purse. I gotta go bail this fool out. It's not that bad. so at the end of the day, we'll have a little fun together. Him and I we'll be on the edge of danger. Somebody comes to us and we're in a restaurant and they say, "Hey, ma'am, would you mind moving your chair over?" And I look and he thinks I'm about to go off. And I say, "Why, certainly, I will." That kind of danger and stuff. Where you're just scared enough to wonder, is she gonna pop or is she gonna just be sweet and angelic? That's about the most living on the edge that I can do right now. Robin is saying hi to you, Ruby. The answer is definitely someone with great humor, or someone that can shoulder roll with me, right, Deanne? Someone that can dance. Uh, I haven't been dancing in a long time, but I used to go dancing. I used to go line dancing. They have a bar here in Las Vegas. It was called Shoney's. It's a country bar, and they would provide lessons from like 6:30 till I'd say about 8:30, and you would learn two line dances for that night. The women would learn the women's part, the men would learn the men's part. But it would be so crowded. Sometimes it would be just, unfortunately, more women than men. At 9 o'clock, they would open up the doors and let like everybody in. And then you could take your line dance lessons and really have a good time. The last couple of times I went, I had to be the guy and the girl because they didn't have enough men. So I had to learn the men's part. And the funny thing is, when the doors opened up, women kept coming up to me all night asking me to dance. I was like, I'm never going to meet a man like this. I'm the man. And then men saw me dancing with women, and then the men started asking me to dance. And I'm like, I only know your part. So I couldn't really dance with them. It was horrible. So my suggestion is, if you ever go to country line dance and take lessons, don't take the men's part. Just learn the part that you're gonna do. That's the best. I was talking to Billy about it because Billy knows like 250 line dances, and he's taught them. But he has to, in order to teach, he has to know the men's part and the woman's part. And so maybe I'll be able to get Billy to go back and show me the woman's part, so that when I come home, I can go to the bar and I can be, hey, shoulder rolling, and then I can pick somebody really cute, especially if I go during a rodeo. Anybody ever been during a rodeo? Been out to the country clubs and been to the rodeo? Woo-hoo. You talking about the finest men in town? They all hang out that night when you go to the rodeo. Woo. Real BQ says, "Oh my God, girl! The way I learned was dancing on the dance floor in the moment. Do that. It's so romantic." Yep, it would be romantic if I didn't step on 82 men's toes. There you go. We're going to the line dance at the retreat. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun. I did ask Billy to teach us a class, so we'll see maybe. But that's gonna be fun to do some line dancing. Yes. Shine says, "Have a good night." Oh, Sherry's leaving. Night, Sherry. Hugs. Have a good evening. Hi, Denise. How are you doing tonight? Indy is saying hi. Hi, Shalene. How are you? All right, here I go. Look at that. I put a color in. So that's one thing that I want to do is to get hooked up and to, I have one person, she's just really busy right now. That is Drea, Dreaming of Diamonds with Drea. She was going to do this last year, sometime in like January, February. She was going to work on a profile, an online dating profile for me. And then COVID came, and I said, never mind, there will be no COVID dating. No getting to know. I know people who have been, just so you're aware. But no, I didn't think that would be an ideal time to kind of get out there and try to do anything, like meet anybody and things. So I was a good girl. Uh-oh. Here we go. So I was a good girl. I didn't do anything. Cat Loves Books says, J. Rob, I know what you read. Vivian says, I just go out dancing to every Friday or Saturday with my best friend. But then I got way too busy at work because I have 2 jobs, so no more dancing. Aw, I just loved it. Now I'm too old for that. Nope, you're never too old. Never too old. What did she say? I did that and met a steer wrestler. He was huge. Do you mean like shoulder wise huge? I'm gonna need you to clarify. A steer wrestler. Man, oh man, I went out with some coworkers a few years ago, and it just so happened to be when they had a rodeo here, and oh my goodness, I swear all the men, they had on like 10-gallon cowboy hats. They were gorgeous. They're just gorgeous, and they look like all they do is bale hay all day, shoulder wise. Yes. Jen says, my fiance and I used to go to a country nightclub. I saw your videos. I definitely saw that. And you were upset because they were closing. Hi, Phyllis. How are you? How I haven't seen Kaya now that I think about it. How's Kaya also? Yeah, so I like them broad shouldered. I like them, with a little. They don't have to have a belly, but they can have some meat on their bones. I don't have a problem with that. I think that's a sign of maturity. So probably, 20, 25 years ago, I'd be like, I need them a little slimmer. But now they can have a little bit of a tire. They can, as Robert put it, they can have a little bit of a tire. Show some maturity, some age to them that, they've done some living. I don't mind that. But, I do still want them to have their own teeth. And, even if it's 3 strands, have some of your own hair. I'm okay with that also. Cheryl says, getting great prices for 2022 for that diamond painting cruise. Should be safe by then. Phyllis says she's doing good. Yes. Ruby, we want to go on a diamond painting cruise and just take over a cruise ship. And Cheryl's been mentioning it a lot. I think it's a great idea, but obviously cruises were the hardest hit at the beginning of the pandemic. So we have to obviously wait until it has been deemed to be safe. Although I know that they're trying to pick back up, and I feel for them. I really do. I know that they were hit very, very hard. Oh, I'm fucking in. That's right. It's gonna be a ball. Deanne says, cruise to where? Wherever. Long as the boat picking me up, I'm going. I've been on quite a few cruises, so for me, that's going to be an excellent way to. It's an excellent way to travel. It's an excellent way to get everything inclusive. Cruises also. I'm not sure, what cruise line you're thinking, but the three cruise lines that I've been on, they all had multiple nightclubs. One of the things I like the most is, and I never knew that I could take my kids. I could have took my kids. They had nightclubs for kids. We were walking around the ship on the first cruise that I went on, and I'm telling you, when I saw that they had nightclubs for kids, drop them off at there. They have activities that they can go to after the first breakfast, and they're at activities all day. Then you can go back and get them. You guys have dinner together, and then nightlife starts. And if they're above a certain age, they go to one nightclub. If they're above, like I would say, 5 to 8, they go to one nightclub. 8 to 11 is another nightclub, and then like 12 and up to I think 17 was a third nightclub. It was awesome. I couldn't believe it. And Christy says, my taste changed for the longest time. I never liked men with chest hair, and now I love it. I guess I better, consider that as well. I never thought about that chest hair. Shamar Moore doesn't have any chest hair, as if I'm going to be able to date him. oh, oh my goodness. Uh, Rebecca says, I love bald men. Bald. You mean naturally bald, or they shave their hair bald, and wear like a goatee. I love that goatee look. We're going to get lit and drunk. Yes, we are. Robert says, I have a bit of tigers in me, Tia. Reach out, Tia. I am coming. You going to come? You're coming on the cruise with us? Uh-oh. Robert comes on the cruise. It's over. We're going to make sure he have a ball. Hello Queen says, I don't know, Tia. There are some beautiful bald men out there. Lack of hair would not be a deal breaker for me. I think, you might be right. I'm here, Tia. I'm looking at you on my TV. Oh, thank you, Shawana. All right, coming on down. Danielle says, always done one cruise a year until COVID. Hi, Sarah and Amy. How are you? Cruises are pretty handicap friendly from they are extremely handicap friendly. Extremely handicap friendly. So if you are handicapped and have any limitations, that cruising is not going to stop you. And Cheryl says, okay, Ruby Q, I will count you as one. You mean nobody else has been counted in? We definitely want to be counted in. This is the fun cruise that we can party. Make sure you get us one all-inclusive, Cheryl, everything. Obviously, we have to tip for the alcohol. We just show our ID and we can have unlimited alcohol. I'm holding out for Idris Elba. Currently, he's filling in the Outback. But I'm here waiting. I love him also. I'm telling you, I've seen that movie. Anybody seen that movie, Cats? Do not waste a dime on any. Oh, and in the other movie, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be the first. I know you guys are going to be shocked because she's my alter ego, Wonder Woman. I was not happy with this new Wonder Woman movie at all. My mom kept looking at me. She was worried. She thought it was going to blow up. I I was like, what? What? I and she said, honey, you okay? No. And so because of that, I was like, I could have just watched the original. I just started back over watching the original. Um, it could have saved some money. I'm not sure what the budget was. I didn't look it up, but they could have saved a lot of money. And Gal, um, I like her a lot. I think maybe she should have perused the script a little bit more. I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see. I think maybe it was rushed. Maybe they were just trying to have something come out to where people could just, let's talk to the people. Let's give people hope or something. I'm not sure what they were doing there. But Tia, I was 61 yesterday. Same day as Rebecca. Oh, Melody, happy birthday! I sing it already, but if you want to scroll back, I was off key as ever. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melody. Happy birthday to you. I'm always trying to sing off key because when I try to sing on key, you guys, if you ever heard my daughter sing, you know why. Don't try to compete with her. So it sounds like I'm trying to compete with her. I'm trying to be in the same realm as her, and I know I'm not. So I always just add the little off-key element that's unique to me. Oh, but happy birthday. And Cheryl says, if you have any interest in the cruise, let me know. If you would possibly want to go and as one or two people. That's a good idea, one or two people. Are we calling it a crafting cruise or just a cruise getaway? That's important. That's important to know. If we calling it a cruise getaway, everybody's gonna bring the boo thing. If we calling it a crafting cruise, maybe the boo things won't want to come. But that's a good idea. Phyllis says, me, and Kaya. Kaya's gonna come, guys. If you're selling something, bring it and show it to Kaya. That's a good idea. Oh man, I wonder how many people would go. if you say cruise getaway or if you say crafting cruise. Hi Danielle, how are you? I thought you was already in here. I'm confused now. Deanne, she's talking to Lori Wentz. All right, so I'm all caught up. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. New year, new me. Makeup tips, and on top of that, dating tips. I do have, like I said, Drea was going to create an online dating profile for me. And the good news is that I'm not going to use a picture that is, 10 years old. It's going to be within the last month. That's ideal because there's no good filters out right now. I don't plan to have a filter on either. Although if we could find a way to filter out the mustache. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, scroll back to the beginning when you get an opportunity. My mustache is out of control. So, Robert, do you have a razor I can borrow? That would help me out a lot. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing mustache crafts also. I wonder if that's a thing. Mustache crafts. I'm pretty sure there are men out there that grow their mustaches so long they can do crafts with them. I feel like I'm competing. I'm in there. I'm in the game. So we'll see. The other thing that I want to do in the new year is I am going to I'm going to try to write either a script or a skit, and I'm going to try to enact my script or my skit sometime in the new year. I don't want y'all thinking it's going to happen by the end of January or anything, but it is something I think that would be funny. I'm going to try and enact it. Maybe I'll do a podcast play or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how those work, but I think it would be funny to have an all-star cast. I'll have Crashly play, this person, and I'll have maybe Robert come in and say something crazy, and I'll have guest stars in my little script, and I think that'll be fun. But obviously, I have to write it first. I have a couple of ideas, but something different. That's something that I wanted to do. I tried it a long, 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 long time ago. Um, and my cousin, he got a hold of the script. My cousin is like a production manager for a lot of backstage plays and stuff. Ruby Q says, Tia, I want to be in it. You guys already know who the murderer is. You're in, Ruby Q. So I'm going to do that. And like I said, I'm going to have an all-star cast. And I did something like that in the past. I didn't finish it. I just did like a quick skit, just to interest and pique my cousin's interest. He does a lot of behind the scenes production plays. His name is Courtney. And just so you guys don't think that I'm making it up, he worked for Tyler Perry, and there is a play. I'm trying to remember the name of it, where he was at the end of the play, and Tyler challenged him to a weight loss challenge. I'm going to let you guys know because they never came back on and did an update or anything like that. But my cousin lost the challenge. Um, he never lost the weight in the time frame that him and Tyler were, saying that they were going to lose it. And he is the one that I had sent my script to. He has done a lot of stage plays and behind the scenes work. And I sent him a skit. And it was just, a quick sample. It didn't have an ending or anything. And I was a mom. My kids were little. I was stay-at-home mom, and I was still married at the time. And so it was difficult to try and finish it. He did ask me for quite like 5-6 years. When are you going to finish that? That would be awesome. I got a lot of ideas for where we could go with that. So that's why I said in the new year, it's going to be the year to everybody to try new things, to, finish things that they might have started and see what may have been. So I challenged everyone who might have done in the past or might have wanted to engage in something in the past to see what they can do about, typecasted. Hey, it's all right. I make a wonderful, beautiful villain, murder psychopath. You never know. You could be the heroine. You could be the soft, romantic lead, and you could have a crazy villainous ex-boyfriend that comes along and disrupts the new wedding. That would be, well. It sounds cliche. Also, who hasn't watched a movie or two, or listened to a podcast or two where the crazy ex-boyfriend comes along? I see it every day on Judge Mathis, um, Judge Judy, Judge Million. Somebody always comes along and ruins the wedding. It's always the ex. That's where you start. So you never know, Ruby. Melody loves her hobby. Says, I live in BFE. No delivery here. Are you a little behind? You live. Are you back? Is she back on the delivery one? Melody, do me a favor. At the bottom of your screen, take your down here, the bottom of the screen, take your slider and slide it over to the right and see if it skips up. You can create the mystery for the cruise. We'll do a murder mystery and a scavenger hunt on board. That's a great idea. I used to go to murder mysteries all the time at the Spaghetti Warehouse in Columbus, Ohio, and I would win. They started to tell me and my first husband we had to wait a while before we could come back because when you win, your next meal is free. I go every week. I was eating free, and unfortunate. But it's when you start off pre-law, you learn. You know, you got to look for the facts. You got to learn how to investigate. The unfortunate part, I'm an adjuster, so all of that was something that came pretty easy to me, and I'd be, I got it, I got it. They would be halfway through the second act. It's two more acts to go, and I figured it out. They like, don't tell nobody, don't ruin it. Here, give me that paper. So I was eating free. And they told me, I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to, ask you if you could like come once a month. Yeah, I was eating good. So Ruby Q says, sure, that's how real life murder happens. People gonna act out seriously. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're gonna act out for a scavenger hunt. A real live scavenger hunt, like on board. Woo, that sounds fun. Autistic, hey! I'll be your sidekick, the innocent fool that nobody suspects, Ruby. Oh my gosh, you two would be adorable. I can see it now. Oh, Danielle says will be the year of finishes for me. Yep, that's where I got that from. While I sit here and start 2 new cross stitches today. You're starting 2 new ones. I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, you're going to be really, really busy. Tia, you can insure the whole trip. I can insure the whole trip. Uh-oh. Odd says I got a deductive mind. I believe you. If anybody, before the act is up, if anybody could figure it out, it would definitely be Odd. I got to keep that in mind. Definitely would keep it in mind. Yeah, so that's where what I'm planning and what I'm hoping. A little bit of toe tapping, some makeup tips so that I can get rid of all this facial hair. Probably gonna get another 3 inches, maybe 4 cut off, and I will be putting my curls back. Great, Melody. I'm gonna be putting my curls back. Are you gonna be available to detangle this hair? So if you guys don't recall, when I was trying to debate how I should do my hair for the retreat, if I should go straight or if I should leave it in curls, Melody, she piped up and she was like, "Go ahead, flat iron it," because it was going to be. They said it was going to be a cold front. What was I thinking? A Texas cold front is totally different than a Vegas cold front. I had no idea. There's Nina. Nina, how are you? So the goal was to go ahead and have my hair flat ironed so that my scalp wasn't open and I wasn't freezing cold in a new, climate. And there was no cold nowhere in Texas. It is very nice and, comfortably humid. So that worked out really well. I'll be the eccentric neighbor who people suspect, but no one can pin anything on. You guys all know your character so well. You're making it hard. Okay, need to hit the hay. You all have a great night. Oh, thanks for coming, Cat Loves Look. Ruby Q says, man, I'd be the first to get kicked off the cruise. We all know it was Ruby. Sus. The butler did it. I like that. No, Ruby, that's the whole point of being, out there. The first time that someone suspects you, you operate as the cloak. They expect you, and guess what? While they're over there questioning you, and they're wasting all their time thinking, it's got to be her. She's the biggest sus. Guess what? It's the little quiet autistic that comes along, or, Odd, one of those characters. They're so nice. They're so you never suspect them, and guess what? They're always the one. They'll have the meat in their purse, and they'll have the meat cleaver down inside their pantyhose or something. So, uh, Shine is laughing at Jen. I'm back. We can now party out of work clothes. Party. Hi, honey bunny. You're just now coming back. We're almost done. But what we're talking about is going into the new year and doing things that are just a little bit different. Maybe finishing up some projects that we started previously, or even projects that we've always wanted to work on but never have. And just so you know, a project that I've always wanted to work on is I wanted to write a quick script. And I wanted to have it played on a stage play. In today's day and age, we could actually have it done in a podcast format. And I was saying that I wanted to have an all-star cast perform this script, starring Ruby Q, autistic perspective, Cheryl, odd but nice. I'm lining them up. You coming over to my channel for the new? Yes, I'm going to be there. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be sparkling. And we're going to sparkle the new year in. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Right? What you mean it was me? I was eating a cheese Danish over there. I joined her because I love cheese Danishes. Exactly. So that's what I think will be coming up in the new year. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Look forward to finishing up that idea and kind of handing out cards and working on the all-star cast. If we can put together a cruise 2022, that would be awesome, Cheryl. I would definitely be there. You can definitely put me down for 2 because I'm bringing Mama. Mama was going to come to at least one of the retreats, but she'd rather go and see family, and I can understand that. So when we go to Great Lakes, she's going to be going to see her other sister, the one that had the mild stroke. And I think that is a great idea. But I'm quite sure that she's going to want to come. I'm apologizing to you guys right now. She come on that cruise. Whew, all spare and love and more. Especially when she get her purse. You guys know what she carries in her purse, right? And she's going to have that pocketbook in one hand. And she's going to have her drink in the other. And you guys think that she's so sweet. She's gonna have y'all all on your knees cracking up laughing because Medea was referenced and framed after someone, and I totally believe that that's my mother. She's gonna have to be on her best behavior, but it's gonna be hard when it's different when you say, okay, lights, camera, action, boom, than when you're on a cruise and she walking around. I tell you, getting on my damn nerves. These coins, my feet is killing me. Give me that drink. And then the real her comes out. You guys heard that phrase, hold my purse? My mother don't say that. Give me my damn purse. That's what my mother say. She keep it all in there. All of the things are in her purse. Where my purse at? Let me go. Don't have me get my purse. Those are her favorite lines. Good night, Viv. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. I'm going to be cutting out in a few minutes. Mimosas for breakfast. Now you're speaking her language. Cheryl, just make sure there's actually breakfast. I can have mimosas. I just prefer to do it with breakfast. My mother, she was going through some things. So when she brought me my mimosa, I was like, oh, okay, great. We're going to have mimosas with breakfast. And she was like, yeah. And so as I drank down my second one, I said, Mom, you going to bring breakfast? Because I'm drunk. And she said, you didn't eat breakfast? I was like, I thought you were making sure. I thought I did. She forgot. and didn't make breakfast, and so I had a hangover. That was fun. So, oh, that's a given. Keep it coming. Autistic says, I ground up some peach pits and put the, oh, y'all are drinkers. Okay, I see where we're going with this. And J Rob says, I think the cute server just needs to keep my tab coming. Man, I agree. And we can sit around and sip and ogle. That's always fun. Well, that's fun to me. You know, obviously. We'll tip them. We'll give them a tip for getting the free looks. Cheryl says, Tia, on a cruise, there is nonstop food. Yeah, I do know that. It depends on where you go. Some of them, have, like their actual restaurants and things like that. But for the most part, especially Royal Caribbean, they have different options that you can go to, and they are just open nonstop. I don't know, what COVID looks like and how that's going to impact. Royal Caribbean had like three restaurants. They had the main seating for the breakfast and the dinner, and then you could also go to. They had like buffet style, two buffet style restaurants on the ship. So, oh, I'm off to bed as well. I might do the morning show live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Oh, that's going to be awesome. We all need to take photos of the DPs after they are drunk. Make sure that nobody's going to be putting the diamonds down in the right spot. They'll be like, oh, that was the area where I was drinking the mimosa with no breakfast. Oh, over there, that's when Billy gave us his peach schnapps with 7-Up. uh, Autistic says, see, nobody knows. I know that peach pits can be ground up to make cyanide, or is it arsenic? Ooh, whatever, I know it's poisonous, but nobody will suspect me because I'm so innocent. Oh, you see how Autistic just snuck that in on us? Robin loves all the things says, good night, Rebecca. Shalene says, good night, Rebecca. Yo, we should get on the Titanic too. Oh, no, no. I don't think we should do that. The first one wasn't a good indication of what could occur on the second one. Hall Queen says, do not drink and drill, ladies and gents. I agree. I mean, I have a hard time sometimes when I'm not just drinking. Cheryl says, I usually got breakfast as room service due to being in late or early in the morning. Bella's got to go. Gonna get some work done. Hope you have a great night. Thank you for coming in. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. And also hit the notification bell. And you'll be able to know when I'm going. So let me real quickly, before everyone starts cutting out, coming in the new year. I know you guys remember last year, 2019, I did a giveaway every month. Usually in the month, I would give away, at least once every week, maybe, two giveaways. I am going to be having a giveaway in January. It is going to be for Treasure Studio Arts gift cards. I'm giving away 3. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do one at the end of each week or if I'm going to do one giveaway night. You guys answer some questions and then I give all of the gift cards away on that giveaway night. I do believe that I may, save it up and do that. But you guys have to make sure you hit that subscribe because you have to be a subscriber to get the notification and make sure that you're going how I used to do it. And I think I'm going to return to that is I would do a video. And at the end of the video, you would comment. It'd be like 10, 15 minutes, just a quick video going over some things like a whipping chat. And in the whipping chat, whatever questions I asked that you had to answer would be in there. And then I would do like a random comment picker. Or I did want to last August to do some sort of point system where you answer questions throughout the month. And then whoever earned the most points, they got to go into like drawings and things like that to win the gifts. So we'll see. I am obviously working on a lot of ideas But whatever I do want to make it fun so that you guys come back. You keep laughing and you keep me happy. Keep me smiling. Keep me smiling. So what I'm going to be working on, I'm still trying to finish my Christmas painting. I really did. I do love it, and I just didn't dedicate myself to it as much because of my clay. You guys know I'm in love with clay right now. And so I'm sorry, Chuck. I still love you. You're still my favorite. Um, but going into the new year, I have planners now. So I'm hoping to be able to plan out my diamond painting time and then plan out my crochet time and then plan out my clay time. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. I can't promise you. Lizzie! Hi, Lizzie! If you guys don't know, we're all going to be playing on Lizzie's channel tomorrow night. We're going to kick in the new year. Um, Lizzie is in Canada, and she's 3 hours ahead of me. So I believe that 11 o'clock East Coast time, Eastern time, which is 8 o'clock my time, we are going to go live on Lizzie's channel. We're going to have a fun time ringing in the new year. Yes, we're going to maybe continue a little bit into my time, but most importantly, I want everyone to come out, hang out, and have a good time with us so that you're not sitting around when it's time to do those things, kind of by yourself. You can ring in the new year with us. There's going to be, are you going to dance, Lizzie? Me and Susan Z, we were trying to get her to do another challenge, but we'll see. And yes, there will be some spirits. So if you guys see cups or glasses on our desk, yeah, we're drinking. There's going to be alcohol. Tia, you can keep tracking your new planner. I plan to. Jen God said, boom, you're welcome. Boom. You're welcome. Robert said, thank you for hosting, Tia. You're welcome. Are you going if there's a cruise, Robert? I think I heard you say that. We're going to hold you to it. I'm so happy you're crocheting. Are you doing the temperature blanket? I am doing the temperature blanket. And just so you guys are aware, at the retreat was the first time that I had picked up a crochet needle since my dad had passed. So there's a lot of people who know that. It was a typical moment for me because when I got the call, I was working on a blanket for him. It was not going to be a Christmas gift. That is when he passed. I made a lot of blankets and things like that for him in the past. And I remember looking down and I remember feeling just really upset, like I'm never gonna touch these again or something. I said I was really upset, and I hadn't. So when I picked them up, I was feeling so happy. I was in such a great place, and the fun part is it was a pretty big class, and one by one, anybody who hadn't ever crocheted, I took the class because it'd been a while, and I just wanted a support network when I picked this needle back up and I started working with the needle and the thread. And so what happened was, if you're a crocheter, those first few, it's frustrating. You can't get the tension right, and some parts of your piece is loose, some part of your piece is really tight. You just want to break the yarn off and kind of start again, and you can't because it's too tight and you don't know what happened. And so people were one by one getting frustrated, and they started getting up. And before you know it, there's a picture on Instagram. Somebody came by to take a picture of the crochet class, and it's just me and Marissa. Marissa was our instructor. But I thanked her because that was a milestone. I'm sitting here and I'm working through a whole bunch of emotions, and I'm getting probably just as, not frustrated, but I'm getting just as anxious as people were getting, being frustrated, with each moment and things like that. Just because, when you crochet, you can be in your thoughts. You can be like, girl, and that kiss last night on that show, woo, had my knees knocking. He is fine. That guy's cute. I can't wait to turn Hallmark on this week So, your mind is really working when you're crocheting. And I was sitting there by myself. And I really thank Marissa because she was sitting there with me. It was just us in the picture. You would never guess that there were probably 8, maybe 9 people in the class. uh, so let's see. Ruby says, "Oh, loving that accent, Tia." I do a couple of them. My mother is always getting on me. "Who you gonna be today?" She says. Tia, I'm so happy you are crochet. Oh, I read that. Sorry. Nana says it's going to be fun, y'all. Yes, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So with that said, I just wanted to kind of give you guys that. It's going on a quarter after we've been here for over an hour. You guys know I just go for about an hour now. I know I go late at night, and all of you guys on the East Coast, even like Rachel Ray, she pops in from time to time, and I know she got to get to sleeping. And so I definitely appreciate you guys because I know even though it's early here, it's extremely late in those areas. So I thank you for coming out and for hanging out with me, having a couple of laughs. Hope I didn't bore you and put you to sleep. But even if I did, I hope you're sleeping with me in mind. So when we next meet, it's going to be next year. I can't wait. It's going to be next year. Yay, 2021. And I hope when you ring it in, you're doing so safely. Make sure you come back and join us tomorrow night on Lizzie's World of Gems. We're going to have a lot of fun. But if not, if you have other prior commitments, we definitely understand. And do so safely. Make sure you wear your mask. And in this time and in this age, as we continue to get new cases, I hope that everyone, if you're not feeling well and you're by yourself, you have someone you can reach out to. Everyone knows they're always able to reach out to me. I talk to everybody because it's just me in my little craft studio and things. My mom spends time with me, but she got a little boyfriend online, if you ask me, and she's not trying to tell me about it. I don't say nothing, but I be seeing the little grin on her face when she grabbed that iPad and go. And she has discovered Zoom. I think I told you about that, Danielle. She's discovered Zoom, which is funny because you know how I dress up for you guys on Saturdays? She's even worse than me. She just don't have any butterflies. Otherwise, I'll share them with Aunt Sylvia. Hi. So that's me rambling again. You always come in at the wrong time, Sylvia. How's your mom? So I go a little earlier now. I usually go about 7:30, about half an hour earlier, because my daughter has just started working, and let's give her hats off, even though she didn't need to. I think she's working on her independence. Girls are always this more mature. My daughter, I think she's trying to be gone by. I think she's gonna be gone by the end of January, if you ask me. The other day, a credit card came in, and I said, "Did you get a credit card?" And she said, "Yes." There's no need to worry. It's only a $1,500 limit. I'm like, "What? What? Are you serious? Like, I'm still paying for school for Justin and you, and you got. If you can get a credit card, then I can free up some money or something somewhere." So we'll see. We'll see. um, she has a lot of scholarships. I usually just have to help with books and pizza expenses when she eats and when she's doing a study group or something like that. But I think she just wanted to have her own pocket money, which is a good thing. But I think she wants the pocket money because I think she either wants to get. I didn't think she wanted to move into the dorms, but she either is going to try to move into the dorms, or her and some friends are going to try and get their own on-campus apartment. Yep, that's what I think she's going to do. So we'll see. Wish me luck as I go forward with that. It's already scheduled on Lizzie's channel. There we go. Thank you for the fun, Tia. You're welcome. You guys all have a great night. I am about to sit back. I'm going to hang out with my mom. Like I said, she's been on her iPad. I got her. She had the AirPod, whatever they're called, the wireless earphone things. That's what she got for Christmas. I got her, but her ears are so small they fall out all the time. So I ended up buying the strap thing that adjusts and goes around the ear. Yeah, and boy, when I tell you she's happy and you can see her smiling, I'm better. I'm working on my elf. Billy, you're still here. Hey. Yeah. So that's what she got. She's off all the time, looking at that thing, laughing, and I'm about to go bust it up. Wish me luck, and I hope her purse is not near her. Oh, all right, guys. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun while you guys let me laugh and mumble and ramble on. But I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. And you all have a great rest of your evening. Night.